Yo, yo, yo. I just wanted to start a matchup guide series for Lava Lightning to kind of walk you guys through every matchup, teach you guys tips for every matchup, teach you guys how to beat, these good opponents in every matchup. And I wanted to start with LAVALOON because it is a hard counter. I went up against this guy. He's pretty good, and, I kind of beat him up pretty badly. So yeah, let's get into it. First game here up against Ivan Rai. As you can see, it's the high ladder opponent I was telling you about. My cycle here is terrible, and his cycle is like perfect for this matchup, which is even worse because it's already like a 70-30, I believe, or 80-20. But yeah, I see he cycles his zap, so I basically get a 2 elixir gob cage out, so I had to take it. But here I have a terrible cycle to defend lava, so this is the first big tip. Whenever you have a bad cycle, make sure to fix it by cycling your ground cards. So here I cycled my guards opposite. Not same lane, because then he could support his push with something like Skelly Drags, but opposite lane. So he's forced to either play Valk, Gob Cage if it's a mirror matchup, or guards to defend it. And as you see, I forced out the guards, got my Inferno Drag out, and it helped me like clean up this lava pretty easily. Here I think I just want to pressure. Yeah, find out which version he's playing. At this point, I already know at this point because it was Zap. But here I just wanted to, force out something, and I knew he didn't have Inferno Dragon because he just played it, so there was nothing he could do. And yeah, I force out arrows and zap, so here he has to tank for my lava, or else it's just going to take his tower or close to it. It's probably going to do like maybe 1,000 damage. Here I went for the Valk guards, knowing he didn't have Skelly Drags. All he had was Valk and Inferno. But if you notice, like my guards just messed up, and like they were hiding behind the Valk, so it didn't do that much. But it still took 1,000 off of his tower, 1,500. But if it was like not a weird interaction and my guards just went normally, it would have taken out the Valk really early, and his tower would have been pretty much gone unless he played Skelly Drags to defend it. So yeah, a little bit of an unfortunate interaction, but we're still gonna push through it and beat this guy. So here you always wanna Inferno to chip down their tower, especially now that he has Evo Zap, their lava. But you also want to make sure that your Inferno is tanked for, or else they're gonna just destroy you, right? Because they can go Skelly Drag, Zap, Inferno Drag, Zap it, like anything to, take out your Inferno before it takes out their lava. Here I know he has Evo Zap. I'm just, trying to make sure I play around it, playing defensively, seeing what he does. He goes lava, I go Inferno in response. Pretty classic play. I'm probably going to bridge block here. Just, play the matchup how I usually play it. Just play defensive, get rid of their lavas, make sure they can't get rid of my Inferno Dragon, arrows, and then, try to slowly whittle them down, because the real big issue with this matchup is we don't have a way to get, super high damage, but they do with the balloon. So if you play too offensively, they're going to get a balloon in. Just like here, he tried to get a balloon in, but here I knew I had Evo Valk, which is why I was fine committing so much, because I knew I could just defend it for cheap. And yeah, now I'm up a ton. He wasn't counting Evo cycles, so he didn't know I had Evo Valk, which caused him to get destroyed. And at this point, I know the game's over. There's not much he can really do. I just have to defend for this minute, get a bit of damage on some pushes, and I'm already up, so it's going to be pretty easy to do so. Here, just get a free lightning on the tower. I'm going to arrows it too, force out the Skelly Drags early. And I know I don't need arrows to defend this Lava Hound, because I had Skelly Drags and Valk for in case he did anything. And yeah, the Valk comes out. He's forced to play a card of his own to defend the Lava Hound. And here he goes guards to pressure. He kind of does what I do. In this game, he kind of mirrors me. I don't know why, but he kind of mirrored my plays. Maybe he was trying to, find an edge in doing that somehow. But yeah, here, I don't know why he zaps so early. Usually you zap late in this matchup so that I might arrows, the lava before it dies, but he did it early. Here I play guards, just keep my lava alive, make sure he can't do anything. Obviously, he's going to mirror my play again, as I was telling you about. So I'm just going to keep the pressure on at the bridge. Here I don't even go for the Inferno. I just lightning the second I see the Skelly Drags, because I'm fine doing that just to chip down the tower. And yeah, at this point he starts panicking. He even messes up his arrows, but I hit him with the wall play, just some BM, because we're kind of destroying him, and this is a horrible matchup. So I was a little I don't know, I was feeling a little toxic at this point. just because the matchup's so bad. But yeah, at this point, just play defensive. You know, I have my damage. As long as I play defensively, abuse my gob cage, he can't really get in. So just making sure he can't do any shenanigans with his balloon by playing defensively, and yeah, that'll be a good game. Second game here, before we get started on like the tips, just comment LAVALOON if you like this guide and you also want me to make more guides, and comment Lava Lightning if you want me to make those same guides, but for Lava Lightning. Whichever one I guess gets commented the most, I'll focus on. So if more people want LAVALOON, I'll use it. If more people want Lava Lightning, I'll use it. And yeah, I guess let's get started with this. So yeah, here, you know, he just went in. I kind of went in. I kind of just played defense. I'm fine playing defense in this matchup. It's kind of required. Here, I think I do arrows because, yeah, I think I do arrows just to not take that hit. The reason I held my arrows so long was I was waiting to see if, like, he was going to do anything. And I was also waiting to see if the arrows would even stop the hit, which they did. So I played them. Here, yeah, just, I misplayed my Valk. I literally did not mean to do that, but you know, it's fine. Here he throws a little BM. You know, it's funny. I do the same thing when people mess up. Like, I hit him with a well played sometimes if it's, you know, a funny mistake. Obviously not if it's like a big one, but yeah, here I'm just seeing what he's doing. I knew the guards were gonna come down, obviously. Like, it's the normal play, but I don't think he's counting Psycho because I had the perfect defense for this here, but he just didn't really care. Yeah, and then Fireball comes in. He was waiting for that just because he had no elixir. So if he went for the Fireball early, my Gob Cage would have just destroyed him. If you guys were wondering why he waited so long. But yeah, I kind of knew he had nothing, so I don't know why he did that. But yeah, here I'm up. I know he has no loom, so I'm just going to go in with the Lava. Like, he can't pressure me well. Even though I have no air cards, like, it's fine. Simply because I'm just counting his Cycle, right? So I'm not counting every card, but you know, I'm counting 2 specific cards being the Loon and the Inferno Drag, and I'm keeping a general note of every other card, right? So I know he just played his guard, so I know he's not going to have it, even though I'm not specifically counting the Cycle. Here, he blessed me with Lightning Value, so I just take it. Didn't even have to think about that one. Here, he pushes my Valk back. I'm just going to do this just to force my Inferno to take out that Valk. I kind of abuse the fact that Eagle Valk pulls you in to, I guess, get crazy Inferno value, force out the zap from him. But yeah, that's a really good tip, but it's super niche. If that ever does happen, you can, like, play something to stop it. So you can play Valk, you can play guards. I wouldn't suggest playing guards unless, like, you really need the tech to happen. But yeah, if you can do that, it kind of forces their Valkyrie to come back. So yeah, here again, when you have a Evo Valk, you can even use it as like a supplementary air defense to pull back the Loon, just to make sure it's not hitting your tower, which is crazy. That's why I always save my Evo Valk for situations like those, when I can use it to get really good value on defense and as a counter push. Here, what I was telling you, don't really let them get in with the Loon. Also make sure you're protecting your Inferno Drags because they get like a lot of value. I think the only things that they don't get value against are guards, but you know, if you're forcing them to cycle their guards, it's fine for you because it makes it so that if you go in with like a Valk or something at the bridge, they're kind of forced to play their Valk. Also, if you go in with guards, let's say like you cycle your guards opposite, they don't have guards, so they're forced to go Valk, and then afterwards you can just go Valk with your push and they can't stop it. Like, they're gonna have to do some shenanigans to try to stop it. But yeah, here again, if you notice, playing super defensively, just cycling lavas, but not with the goal of like attacking, just with the goal of forcing them to defend, because they have just so much more damage than you that the only way you're gonna even be able to win this matchup, albeit being a hard counter, is only through like spell cycling, because this matchup's so hard. Like, they can just go in, play brain dead, and you just can't do anything about it. Like, you have to defend and get your damage through chip, or else you're gonna lose. So yeah, here didn't let him get much damage. If you notice the theme, both games went to like the end of overtime, but I was able to win just through lightning cycling and getting small lava chip.